welcome back to another episode of Beyond Grayskull. So let's not waste any time. This is episode 3 of Heman and the Masters of the Universe, entitled Disappearing Act. The episode begins showing a Snake Mountain as Skeletor is seated upon his throne of bones, as Beastman sits alongside him. Skeletor talks about some crap about blowing up a volcano or some garbage like that, as we see him activate some sort of laser cannon that blasts away at a volcano, setting it off to erupt. The volcano explodes. Lava flows from it everywhere as if it was the elevator doors from The Shining. Luckily for everyone, He-Man just happened to be flying on by. Maybe he was just sightseeing. He shoots away pieces of the volcano, smothering it, thus putting it out from its eruption. Once again, He-Man saves the day, flying off into the distance. Extremely pissed off by this, Skeletor, he has a new plan to stop He-Man for once and for all. And his great plan is to use false metal boob implants. Beastman claims, how will boob implants help us? But oh no, these weren't any ordinary breast implants. They were ones you would wear on your head, making you disappear. Skeletor plans to use this to capture Prince Adam, thus bringing out He-Man to try and save him. Sure, Skeletor, I'm sure that'll work. Cut to the royal palace. As we see Orko, he lives like a total pig. Man-at-Arms demands, Orko, you clean this shit up right now before rats move into your room. But Orko, he hates the idea of cleaning his room. But lucky for him, he finds his old magical vibrator, but by mistake he turns it on as it takes him flying around his bedroom. Adam and Teela hear this insane noise and rush into Orko's room. Lucky for Adam, he has the exact same looking sword as He-Man. But wait, oh shit! Orko's vibrator makes Adam's sword disappear. Teela finds this bloody hilarious. Adam says, this ain't no laughing matter, you cow. As he says this, Man-at-Arms arrives telling Teela to rally the guards and Adam to go find He-Man. Adam then grabs Orko saying, I don't give a shit, find me a sword, I don't care if it belongs to that Lion-O from the Thundercats. Then strangely the curtain begins to move, but it appears to be Skeletor, here to capture Prince Adam. He shows Adam an image of Sarah Jessica Parker, which scares him stiff. Unable to move, Orko tries to stop Skeletor. However, Orko is stopped in his tracks when Skeletor lets rip the most dirtiest rotten fart you've ever heard, sending Orko plummeting to the floor. Skeletor, with now no one able to stop him, takes Prince Adam away, telling Orko if they wish to see the prince alive, once again, send He-Man. Orko then has to inform Man-at-Arms of how he made Adam's sword disappear and of Skeletor's evil plans. Duncan says, well, I've got no bloody clue, so let's go see that bird chick. Cut to Castle Grayskull as the sorceress claims Adam's sword was sent back in time, and to reclaim the sword they would have to travel back in time to get it, but Man-at-Arms must stay behind.
I want to help too.
Yes, a grown-ass man and leader of the Royal Guards sounds like a child complaining about not able to play with his friends. The sorceress sends Orko and Cringer through the time corridor. Now hang on 1 minute. So the sorceress has a time corridor. So in Revelations when He-Man dies, why not open the time portal and just go back in time a few minutes and save him? Oh wait, I forgot. Kevin Smith watched this show. So clearly, Kevin Smith, you did a lot of research in this show, didn't you? My bad. Skeletor has Beastman tie up Prince Adam in chains, who seems rather relaxed about it all. As Skeletor leaves Adam behind with only laser bars stopping him from getting out. Why wouldn't you just stay there and watch him so he wouldn't escape? I mean, look, I don't know. I didn't write the damn thing. Prince Adam reaches into his pants and wait. This is still a kid's show, right? Oh. He pulls out a remote control device which can attract flying creatures, hoping it would bring the flying bearded bastard himself, Stratos. Cut back to Man-at-Arms' sex bot workshop as he is working on a fake robot version of He-Man. And yeah, sure. That's why he's got a robot version of He-Man, just in case they needed one. Sure. As we return back to Orko and Cringer in the past, as they come across Melissa McCarthy from her film Tammy, who appears to be using the sword of Grayskull as some kind of sharpening tool. Orko claims if he asks nicely, maybe she'll hand it over. He asks Miss McCarthy, can we have the sword back? But she just tries to eat his ass. However, Orko ain't having any of that shit, and he uses his magic on the giant Melissa McCarthy to make her hat too big, covering her eyes, as she drops the sword of Grayskull to the floor below, allowing Cringer to pick it up and run away with it. Unlucky for them, another creature thinks, giant green-ass cat sure does sound bloody delicious right now, as we cut back to Man-at-Arms trying out his sexbot He-Man robot. As he seems to be very pleased with himself, clearly thinking after all this is done, I'm sure I can keep this robot around for, after-hour activities. Cringer and Orko make it back to the time portal as the whole bloody jungle appear to want to eat Cringer. As we see Stratos saves Prince Adam from the wolf bats that are attacking him because of the remote control device. Stratos asks Prince Adam about his missing mustache, as no normal person would have a stupid beard like Stratos does. Man-at-Arms, Orko and Cringer set up the He-Man sex bot and decide to send him in, hoping to distract Skeletor and to fake him out, making him believe that this is in fact the real He-Man. And stupid enough, it appears to work as Skeletor takes the bait. However, when you just think that Man-at-Arms might be a wise man, rather than pass Prince Adam the Sword of Power, he decides to just throw that shit down saying, hey, pick this shit up yourself. Orko says, bloody hell, Man-at-Arms, you're a cockhead. So he stretches himself out, delivering Adam the Sword of Power. Adam uses the Power Sword to turn into He-Man. I mean, what else were you expecting? Him to turn into Papa Smurf or something? Skeletor finally manages to blast He-Man off the road, sending the vehicle tumbling over as he goes in for the kill but sees he has been tricked. Or maybe He-Man was a robot all along. I mean, how would Skeletor know? Oh no, but the real He-Man shows up, as he does a very un-COVID safe thing by coughing all over Skeletor and Beastman. In 2021, he would have his ass arrested for that shit. And on top of that, Orko gives Beastman the worst facial I have ever seen. Now, the big showdown between He-Man and Skeletor, and wow, that was anticlimactic, wasn't it? Skeletor manages to use his invisibility helmet, but He-Man has other ideas and tells Orko, you strip naked right now. And no, not for sexy time, but to use Orko's clothes to give He-Man the edge against Skeletor. Then, out of nowhere, the Wolfbats make Skeletor run off like the little bitch that he is. The moral of the story is once again delivered by Man-at-Arms saying, hey, He-Man is strong, but he's a smart prick too. He used his brains to beat Skeletor, so don't be a dumb piece of shit. Use your brains. The end. And well, that was He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Episode 3, The Disappearing Act. And well, out of 5 Gwildor Cosmic Keys, I would probably say it's a solid 2. I guess sort of a filler episode as we get more of Prince Adam rather than He-Man, but you know what? That's not always a bad thing. So, thank you for watching, people. Be sure to like and subscribe if you wish to see further He-Man and the Masters of the Universe content on my channel. This has been Wayne for Beyond Grayskull, and as always, until next time.